This is my third Vlogmas, I think. And we got some snow here today. It was real pretty, and I've been packed in ice all day. Thank you. But I wanted to come on here and do my Vlogmas. And I want to talk about some things that I see people, and myself included, I do it too sometimes, that I think we need to all maybe think about and work on. The first thing is calling, just because you're fat, you can't call somebody else fat. That doesn't give you license to call everybody else, what you feel about yourself. It's still disrespectful. How about not making fun of someone's looks? Okay, especially when you never turn the cam on when you're live streaming every week. If you're too chicken shit and afraid of criticism to turn your camera on, how dare you say anything about anyone else's appearance, whether they're heavy, thin, whatever. And if someone does get a picture of you and puts it up, don't throw a fit, don't squawk, because if you're making fun of other people who are braver than you are, then hey, you might want to think on that. Think about what you say. Also, how about quit threatening to dox children? I'm shocked. That I shouldn't be, though. Hell, they've been trying to dox me for over a year. But, let's stop with the threats and the doxing. If you don't like somebody, I'm going to strike your channel, or, I'm going to dox you and put all your public information out so your children will be in danger. Come on. Isn't it time for that crap to be over with? I think it is. And don't talk about people behind their backs and in DMs and everything, and then get mad when the truth comes out. Because let me tell you, one of the things that I learned on here is there are very few people you can trust. I'm very lucky that I have wonderful friends, but some of the acquaintances, not friends, but some acquaintances, I know better than to say anything personal or, something private that's happened in my life, because they'll run and tell it. And you have to be careful of that. Watch your words. Don't say it if you don't mean it and if you can't own it. And there are a lot of people who, have you ever noticed that the biggest liars are the ones who always say, I never lie, I tell the truth all the time? Bullshit. Statistics show that you lie about 10 to 20 times a day. And usually it's a subconscious lie, whether, you don't even really mean it to hurt anybody or to be untruthful, but we know everybody tells a fib, even if it's just saying, oh, you look so pretty today. When somebody looks a little rough and they need a pickup, that's still a lie. But and I'm not saying stop those kind of lies. If somebody needs a boost, God, we all need that. But don't say, I never lie, I never lie, I never lie. And then when you're caught in lies, say, I would never do that, when everybody's got the proof. We've seen the DMs, we've seen the texts, heard the audio conversations and all of that. And, just try to stick to the straight and narrow when it comes to what you're saying. But, and don't say you don't do drama when you do. If you're a drama, I keep hearing, we're not going to do drama on here. This is not about drama. We're not into drama on here. Yet, as soon as the stream starts, it's, let's talk about this one, let's talk about that one, and let's go get backup, and, we'll all dogpile one person. And, it's like middle school kids, who haven't quite learned where the moral compass starts and stops, and, the boundaries of language. YouTube gives us a good chance to be anonymous, but that anonymity can be taken away by doxing and, sharing personal information. That one personal DM with another person, I saw this just the other day, and both promised, I will never turn on you, even if we're not friends anymore. I'll never show our information. Another person said the same thing. Two people saying, hey, if something happens to us and we're not friends anymore, I won't share any of your personal details. Guess what they've been doing for days? Sharing personal details, audio, text, the videos, all of it. And they're doing it back and forth. One does one, and the other does one. They're both just as bad. I don't care who said what to whom and about who, but it just looks bad on both. You know, I shared a DM back in May, and I'm still getting shit for it. Just don't do it. You know, and don't talk about people in a way that you wouldn't publicly and to their face. And then there's a lot of people that say, "Oh, I'd say that right to their face." No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. You know, we need to go back to the rules that we learned in kindergarten. And I think you all probably have seen the poster that everybody used to have in their classrooms. And I had one in my dance studio, and it was like, wash your hands, you know, say thank you and please, and yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir. Be good to your friends. Don't say mean things about people. Don't tell lies. Don't, you know, make sure that if you have enough and someone doesn't, that you share, that you know, it's all about kindness. And you can look up that poster if you want to. It's actually really good. I may look for it and put it on my Twitter, on my timeline. But, you know, if kindergarten kids are taught that and they understand those rules, why are these 40 and 50-year-old women not still remembering it? You know? And I think maybe we just need to take a step back and think as children. Children are a lot smarter. They're a lot more intuitive than we give them credit for. You know? Why, you know, why we don't listen to them more, I don't know. But if you're going to go on a stream and not cam up and sit there and just bash people, bash people, bash people. This one's this and this one's that. For, you know, 40 minutes, and you have nothing nice to say about anyone, and then you're reaching out and you're saying, oh, and hey, so-and-so, if you want it together, get together and we'll go up on a panel, and then we'll just dog the crap out of, you know, so-and-so. You're pretty miserable. Maybe you need to get therapy. Just a thought. Maybe a good antidepressant will help you. Because if all you can talk about is how you hate people, how you don't like that one, and this one's this and that one's that, and just saying a bunch of horse manure, then what does that say about you? It says that you don't have a life. You don't have any manners, and you're not kind. You're not being a good person. And that's you saying it by making those videos. So, would you say that to the people that you're talking about right to their faces? Why no? You'd be afraid to, because probably somebody smack you, you know? And I think that's where the internet really changes things up, because you don't get consequences for your actions. So I'm going to try not to do anything that I would be ashamed of later. You know, like I said, that's why I love Stewie, and I hate that he's gone, because Stewie held up the mirror. People would live stream at night, in the mornings, you know, all hours, and they would say horrible things about one another, and they would make accusations and plot and do all this stuff, and then they delete. You know what? There's some people, they put their stuff on private, and they do it every night. But if you ask for the video, they'll give it to you. Then there's some that think they're getting away with something. Do you not realize everybody records everything? And you can delete your stream all you want, but you know, if you're being shady, people are gonna see it. Everybody. There are 2.3 billion people online that use the internet, and mainly that's for social media and work. So you're not going to get away with anything, and once people start watching you and they start recording, just like, you know, I record a lot of stuff. I'm not even going to lie. I take screenshots and I record things because I want to make sure that if something happens later, that I have proof, because everybody's all about receipts and things like that. You know, it's Christmas. It's almost Christmas. We're getting away for the weekend, and I'm really excited about that. But, you know, I'm going to try to get away from watching any live streams and, you know, anything negative. And just concentrate on being happy with my husband, shopping, and, you know, going to nice restaurants and having a good time. This should be a happy time, not one where people are screaming at each other on panels and, you know, it's like a verbal MMA. But let's go back to the rules of kindergarten. You know, if you check out my Twitter, it's Mama Beth's World 1, just the number 1 on Twitter, and it says Mama Beth Official, and I'll have that put up. And I hope you have a beautiful night. I hope you have a happy night. And, you know, think about what you say before you say it. And is it worth it to hurt someone to do that? Oh, by the way, we all know who said Doc Stewie. We also know who ordered him around. We've seen it all. We've seen every bit of it. And then we saw the other that was threatening to strike. So, you know, thank you, you 3 women. You've ruined it for the rest of us. And you ruined it for Stewie. Don't try to lie about it now, and don't try to lie and get out of it. Everybody knows. All right. I'll talk to you later. Love y'all. Mean it. Bye.